Wait, wait. Can you hear me now? Can you hear
Yeah, I
me?
don't think
Yeah,
we're able to hear you.
dude, you're supposed to watch that.
I
Sorry about that. We were quiet for a second. I just wanted to say hi. Welcome to Limitless Soups. You can hear me now. We are good to go. I did that like probably like at least once a month.
yeah. I thought Connor would say something.
No. It's on tape delay, so you're gonna see. I
Okay.
can't hear you in a second. Usually, told you.
Okay.
Like we are just now saying, John, you are muted. So however long that was is how long our tape delay is. The tape delays are only to make this thing more smooth, because if it were truly live, one, Bryson would be cussing his butt off. Okay,
That's
have
not how that
we have a
works.
beep button. All right, and then two, it would be very very laggy. All right. Yes, we are good. All right, we are good to go. Welcome to Limitless Soups. We're here again with you. I told you guys, Ellie has been sick for a while, but we do have Bryson here, and we have a whole bunch of things to talk about. So let's just get right to it. All right, first things first is our movie debut. I made the Limitless Hoops movie already, and it's gonna debut on the 13th. And basically, let me see this. Like, basically, we have a movie trailer now for it, okay? And the movie trailer, I mean, it's pretty epic. But yeah, so the movie's coming out soon on the 13th. It will come out episodically. I don't even know if that's a word or not. It just sounds like a word. But we'll put it out 5 minutes a day, just each episode. And then on the 25th, we'll put the whole thing out. And again, I made the movie to hype Connor up, obviously, but also to hype our program up, secondly. But also to explain the program to new members who are coming in and seeing the program from the outside. So throughout the course of this movie, besides him lifting and houses burning down, there's also an element of just like our entire program put into one. All right, so make sure that you guys watch that. Make sure you guys know about that, etc., etc. All right. Anyways, we are back and we are here, and let's go with let's just start right away with the movie, since we have Bryson right here. All right, and we just to reiterate all the movies. All the movies for this month are Pistol Pete movies, the first grade. Second grade is Rebound with Martin. Third grade is $1 Million Arm. Fourth grade is Rocky 3. Fifth grade is Remember the Titans. Sixth grade is Seabiscuit. And then to go backwards, 12th grade is Sunset Park. 11th grade is Rebound, the Legend of Earl the Goat Manigoat. 10th grade is Raging Bull. 9th grade is The Legend of Bagger Vance. And 8th grade is Mr. 3000. And before we get to our 7th grade one, what's up, Calais? Before we get to our 7th grade one, we would like to you have to recant a few things from yesterday, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So anyways, let's go ahead and get to it. Movie time.
All right.
So yesterday we had Seabiscuit.
Yes. And we actually got confused. We combined Seabiscuit and Secretariats. a few times during.
Those are two separate movies, and why they made two movies about horses, I don't know. But Secretariat is the one that was awesome. That was like the greatest horse ever with the size of the heart, whatever. Size. Yeah.
That's where we got confused.
Seabiscuit was more of like an underdog story.
Yeah, it was the underdog one.
All right.
For today's movie is The Replacements. I actually haven't seen this movie. I wanted to check it out, but didn't have a chance.
You've never seen this?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's freaking hilarious.
But I know it's stop me if I'm wrong. It's about like this guy, he couldn't make the football team, well, the pro football team, because of a mistake he made, but he got his chance when the team, they went on strike.
Yeah, like the entire NFL went on strike and they took in scabs. Scabs are basically like we don't need you players. We're just gonna get some random players to come in to entertain the fans, and no one likes scabs.
Right, but it got those guys another chance to play professional football.
And of course, it had a big mixed group of just crazies. Like they had a sumo wrestler in there, two gang members that shot up the place one time. It was crazy. They all went to jail one night and danced. It's an insane movie. It's an insane movie.
Oh, okay.
It's hilarious. They couldn't get cheerleaders, so they got strippers.
Yeah.
It's a 7th grade movie. You got to be a 7th grader or above to watch it.
But even though this movie's not real, this has happened before, correct?
Yes. No, scabs come in for all types of jobs,
Okay.
and basically whenever they can't get the real workers, because they are combining forces to protest. They people will cross the picket lines to just take their jobs for them, and they scream at those people and everything else. So yes, this happens.
Yeah, but this is just a more comedic way of doing that story.
All right, so since he hasn't seen it, I'll go ahead and rate it out of 50 stars. I'm giving this one a 41.75.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't know we were already adding.
Yes, no, we are very intricate on this scale. Anyway, let's get started. Thank you so much, Bryson Sharpley.
All right, thanks for having me on.
All right, we will see you later. And now the quote of the day.
Later.
All right, the quote of the day is to reach for the stars. All right, so reach for the stars means that you go for the highest level. So I was talking to actually Blaze this morning, and I made him do his run, his 3-minute sprint for not doing his homework. I told you guys that I would do it to him and Connor, and I did. But before I did that, I spoke to him about I showed him a meme, and basically the meme goes like this. Let me pick it up real quick. I should have put it on the screen, but all right. So the meme goes, "Today I completed a chore I have been putting off for 6 months. It took 15 minutes. I will learn nothing from this." All right, and the reason that we put off things, and then we finally do it, and it only takes us 5 minutes, is because we're afraid. We just have fear of going down that rabbit hole. Maybe it's gonna be hard. And I think with the homework thing, it just seems like it's gonna be hard, but it's just not. I made it seem hard on purpose. What's up, Derek Valdez? I made it seem hard on purpose when I told him, and I was like, "Yo, you got to do this. Connor's the best, blah blah." And I wanted to hype him up so that when he did it, he would appreciate doing it. And I was trying to give him something small to conquer, but he didn't do it, and he basically failed. All right. So whatever the next scary thing in his life is, he'll have another chance, but he's less likely to succeed at that. And you probably want to be a person who can handle things like that. And if you want to be that person, you have to reach for the stars. All right. You have to go for it all. All right. Because sometimes it's going to be hard. Sometimes it's going to be insurmountable, but a lot of times it's going to be easier than you ever thought it was. All right. So I went ahead and just started. I filmed myself for him. I was like, "Here's the homework. It's just a minute." And I filmed myself and I did the epic drill. And then I pressed publish and I was like, "It's that. That's what you didn't do. That's what you said that you had too much homework to do, etc." So Derek Valdez Jr., you're another person who's never posted one piece of homework. It takes 1 minute. 1 minute. Oh, actually, I played a song. While I posted. So, and it was "What a Wonderful World" by Louis Armstrong, and it took that song is that song is that song is 2 minutes long. So it took 2 minutes total from the beginning. From the beginning of me starting to post to the end, it took 2 minutes. All right. And if you think that you want to become an NBA basketball player, and you can't do 2 minutes, yeah, you're lying to yourself. And it's my job to tell you that, unless my job is to make money, in which case I should just say nothing to you guys ever and just take your money. But that's not what I'm here for. All right. He asked me how to post and posted though today. Oh, he posted later today? That was for our 6 o'clock in the morning workout. All right. So he posted after I ran him. All right. So again, he should have posted before. But again, some people just need negative. So hopefully that's the negative that he needs. He knew that I wasn't bluffing. So now that. So, but anyways, either way, you guys want to reach for the stars. Even if in the end you fall down and you hit the ground, right? That's why people don't want to reach for the stars, because there's a long way down to the bottom. Don't worry about that bottom. You want to keep going. All right. Anyways, let's move on. We got our elementary school workout. All right. It's shell drill. All right, and then defensive free throw, box out, lots of cones, on count, quick dribbles, lane slides, post big, seal to score. All right, just talking about shell drill real quick, because that's a pretty easy one to draw up. Everyone talks about it. We go over it somewhat. It's fairly simple, fairly straightforward, but it's crucial, and it's complicated enough that no one does it. All right, so for shell drill, all right, we're going to put 5 people on the outside. And this is like basically like where your players can possibly be, I suppose. All right, let me make the half court real quick, right, like that. And then we will get some guys in there to guard these guys right here. So these guys are our offense. These guys are our defense, like this. Got to match up correctly, duh. All right, so that's offense, and that's defense. All right. We will get to trivia right after this. All right. So when the ball's on top, all right, you want to make sure that you are in help side like this. So rule of thumb basically is, do I have a pencil here? All right. Let's see this. What kind of pencils do I have? There we go. All right. So what you want to do is this. You want to draw a line between these two people. All right. And then you want to stand on top of the line, not like that. All right. You want to stand on top of the line, and there we go. Stand on the line, and then stand in the middle. And then you want to stand one step back, and then put your hand over the line. All right. That's basically what you want to do. And then when this guy has it, it's the same exact thing. You want to stand on the line, halfway in between, and then stand one step off. And when you do this, when all 4 other people do this, not only are you in the passing lane, so if they throw that pass, you can pick it off. You're also far back enough so he can't, because if you were actually on the line, he can backdoor cut you faster, and you wouldn't be able to see him. But you're giving him enough space, so if he does cut, you can be right there. All right, and then thirdly, you're in the middle, so if they do throw that pass, you can start moving and get there right when he catches it. Fourthly, you're here in a driving lane, so if he chooses to drive, all right, you're kind of clogging it up. You and this guy are clogging it up. This guy's closer to help side. All right, so you're basically being in the perfect spot by being in all those spots. All right, so you want to again line it up, step on the line, step halfway in between, then you step a step back. All right, as you pass the ball around, he guards his man, and then everyone else does the same exact thing. On the line, step back, halfway in between. On the line, step back, halfway in between. On the line, halfway in between, step back. On the line, halfway in between, step back. All right, and if you keep that up, you will basically always be in the correct position. All right. That's a great rule of thumb that actually applies most of the time. When it doesn't apply when you have like a great shooter on the opposite side. It doesn't apply when there's someone trying to screen you in on the weak side. It doesn't apply when your man goes in on-ball screens, right? So, but in the basic rule of thumb, when people are standing still, you have to be on these spots so that you can be prepared, so that no one face cuts you and everything else. All right, what do we have here? I posted 764 homeworks in total since April 12th. That's awesome, man. Good job. Hey, that's actually huge, okay? You can have, imagine if you make the NBA, man, you can have a documented proof of how hard that you worked. All right, because you know for a fact, if Luka, Michael Jordan, or anyone actually had all their workouts online since they were young and they were like detailed like that, would you as a kid not just follow along? Would you as a kid not get like inspired by that? All right, so that's why you're doing this. You're doing this for the future generations as well, but you're also doing it for your own teammates, and you're also doing it for yourself. So if you stop posting, we will know that you just didn't do it. All right. So holding yourself accountable and allowing yourself to be held accountable is a huge, huge, huge thing. All right. To finish up our elementary school stuff. We have the defensive free throw box outs. All right, you want to make sure that you are on both sides of the offense when you do this. Make sure that your hands are, okay, you can put your hands high, but I would put your hands low. All right? If your hands are high, their hands will well be high, then you guys will be elbowing each other in the face. You want to put your hands low by your knees so that if their hands stay high, you can jab them underneath their arms. If you also put your hands low, so if their hands lower, now you can quickly put your hand over their hand and your foot over their foot and then jab them high. So they basically can't win either way. And it's a game that they don't even know that they're playing. So that's why you're going to win it, whether you're on offense or defense for a free throw box out. All right, you also want to talk on defensive box outs. One side pinches while the other side will handle the box out duties solo while the other person boxes out the shooter. All right, so make sure that you guys communicate during that time as well. Lots of cones drill. We have 5 cones in a row, and we go cross with one hand, then cross with 2, and then we move up to the next one with no middle dribble. So it's cross. All right, to see, and then the next one that we do is in and out between the legs behind the back. All right, and then the last one that we do is scissor dribbles. If you want to see that combination, it looks like this right here. Come on, video. Like, who's this? Oh, Gabby.
This is lots of cones. So
start the video. Let's go. There you go. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then you come back with the left hand and do the same exact thing. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. You can go a lot faster and a lot lower as well. All right, then you go with in and out.
The next thing the legs, it's gonna look like this.
One thing he's doing wrong right there is he's not crossing his foot over in front of his body. All right, when you go like that with the crossover, you want to cross over in front so that you're going positive direction, not negative.
And come back. Looks like this.
Left hand back, and then the last one is scissors. 1, 2, push. 1, 2, push. And good job, Gavin. All right.
Left hand.
So that's lots of cones drill. All right. The next one is on count quick dribble. I will either say, I'll say a number, then I'll say another number, etc. All right. When I say the first number, all right, you will do that many scissor dribbles. So I'll say like 4. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you'll stop and pause. All right, you have to be very, very good in this one. You can't just lose the ball afterwards or just stand up. You have to be ready to go. And then I'll say another number like 7. You go behind your back shuffle. All right, and then you pause. And then you go between those two things, and we go as fast as you possibly can. And the goal is to get the entire group dribbling at the exact same time. Lane slides is sliding from lane line to lane line. Make sure that you lead with your strong foot. Make sure that when you go back, you don't slap your feet together. Make sure that you don't cross your feet as well. Make sure that you lead with your hand. You're pushing yourself off, and you basically you're getting your thighs stronger. All right, post big seal to score. When we swing the ball from the wing to the top, if the post defender is playing anywhere close to you, or he's playing too far low and he's not up toward the ball, you want to take a huge hand and a huge foot over his body, and then take a slide and put both hands up, and then you have him sealed right there. It's a huge seal, so when you catch it, you can either go over right shoulder or left shoulder to score that bucket. All right, and those are all the elementary school drills. It's the only one that we really go over in depth. And now we have trivia, and I don't believe that Finn is here, so that gives all you guys a chance to win. All right, and whoever answers it first wins, so good luck. Finn is winning 1-1. That's why he probably just took a day off. He's like, I'm way too good at this trivia stuff. All right, and today's question would have been exceptionally easy for him too, because it's about the Warriors. All right, so there is a duo called the Splash Brothers. I want to know which city the Splash Brothers play basketball in for their main games during the season. All right, which city do the Splash Brothers play their main official game, NBA games, for the season? All right, that's the trivia question for the day. It's a little tricky, actually, but maybe not that as tricky as you guys think it is. So let me know if you know it. First person to answer it wins the trivia question for the day. Any guesses? Any guesses at all? All right. And in the meantime, I guess I'll just move on. We got homework. Homework stuff. Let's see who's posted. We do have Blaze Kane posting. Great job, Blaze Kane. Derek Valdez with the answer, by the way. It is San Francisco. It used to be Oakland. Oakland used to be the city that hosted them. And that's what Connor Rush just said. And they're called the Golden State Warriors, which is why it's also a trick question. So the Golden State Warriors, way back in the day, used to be the San Francisco Warriors. Then they changed their city to Oakland, but they didn't want to be called the Oakland Warriors, so they took on the name Golden State Warriors, which is the name of the entire state of California, but plus the Golden Gate Bridge. All right, so but recently with their newest arena, they moved back to San Francisco, on the Mission Street side of things or whatever. All right, so that is the answer, Derek Valdez. That is not the answer, Connor Rush, but nice try. So Derek, that is your first point for the day. I assume that this is Derek Jr. because you're just a baller like that. But anyways, great job with the homework posting. Welcome to the club, Blaze Kane. And I'm sorry that it took negative for you to do something positive, but it is what it is. So at least you're moving in a positive direction. All right, moving on. We got our picture of the day. Picture of the day is what I just sent out. I made this at 3 o'clock this morning. It's not perfect. I don't like how it says to RSVP. I got a little too playful. But 5 reasons to RSVP for our party this weekend. All right, and I basically threatened everyone. I said if you don't RSVP to this email, I will text you the next day, then I will call you the next day, then I will come to your house like that. Basically is what I said. And a lot of people did sign up. We only have a few people not signed up, so I'll get to the rest later. But you can spend your coins earned. You can learn about the elite team. You can win the daily curriculum auction, all right, with this form right here. All right, we're going to hand you that form, and you can win the entire daily book. This entire thing that costs $150 for either 3 coins, or you can win it for $1. All right, you just put down $1 or $2 or $5. If you get the highest bid for that particular grade, you have to pay up that money. But if yours was the highest, then you get to have that book at that price. You can get multiple books as well, so you can have our entire collection. All right, so that you can have for the future. And I like doing this stuff because it raises money overall, but you have no reason to not have the book because you had a chance to get it for a cheap price. All right, and then we can do something crazy as well, like have you get to the next level. We also do uniform sizing, and don't forget to get a larger uniform than your size is because you will grow between now and let's say next June. All right, and then we also do this to support our community and to create a culture. And if you don't have this culture, you can't do amazing things without amazing teammates helping you out. All right, we have to talk a whole bunch of people into playing against the best players in the country, and they're not going to do that if they don't feel like they trust you, like they trust the process. So you're creating the process by coming to this party. As strange as it is, these 4 parties that we have per year are huge. All right, that's it, and then we have our commercial break, and I'll come back and we will speed read the rest. All right. Now that affiliate is still down to help out. We'll get all the affiliates sorted out eventually. We also have once we get coaches as well, that'll be easier. But nothing starts until we get players. Nothing, and we can't get players until we get games. So know that our first games are this Sunday. All right, so heads up for that. We will know the schedule by Wednesday. All right, I'll let you guys know via Twitter, so you can keep an eye on that, or you can just watch this show and then I'll tell you then. All right, and I think that's about it that I had to talk about. All right, so let's just go through the rest. We got favorite underdog 1-on-1. Love that game, man. Last second shots, weave, rebound, athletic spin to reverse. All right, pick and roll, retreat, then beat, and then ball drop, layup. If I had to show you one of those, I would pick. Which one do I like the best? Let's go with Oh, is athletic spin on there? Athletic. I can't spell. Athletic spin. No, it's not there. But athletic spin to reverse is going in and out between the leg, spin move, air reverse layup. It's a very, very athletic move. And I like it a lot because it looks fancy. It's also it's good at teaching you guys how to do a number of things, but you do those number of things in a short amount of time, and you do them all together. So it's a very fancy move, but in the end, it's like 4 fundamental moves put together. So I like that a lot because if I had you practice any fundamental move, any one of those things, you wouldn't do it for that long. I was like, yeah, practice your in and out. Yeah, come on, you're not going to do it. Or practice your in between the legs cross. You're not going to do that. Practice your spin move. You're not going to do that. Practice your air reverse. Maybe you might do that. But doing all 4 of them, I might be able to trick you into doing that for 2 straight hours because it's a fancy move. So that's why I like combining them. Pick and roll, retreat, then beat is if a big guy jumps out at you, you want to retreat to get space so you can look around, but if you can't pass over him, then you beat him on the big guy's side so that the big guy will block out the small guy that was originally intended to guard you. All right, and then we have the ball drop layup. That's foot fire from the 3-point line. We take the ball, drop it, and then you want to go forward without taking a negative step. All right, moving on, we got our story of the day. Watch it. Our body is an instrument, and it's forged every day through everything you put it through. But if you train hard, you'll not only be hard, you'll be hard to beat. All right, your body is the greatest instrument that you will ever own, so treat it well. All right, and you make it as hard as you possibly can by training hard and making sure that you are hard to beat. All right, and I think that we have a quest in our lives, and it's to use our bodies properly and to use our minds, of course. All right, but your body will give out faster than your mind. Okay, your body will last till you're about 30 years old, and then it starts declining really fast. So while you're young, make sure that you make the most of your body because once you get older, I promise you, you will regret the days not spent making your body better. The days when your knees didn't hurt. The days when like you could run forever and not even worry about it. All right, make the most of it. Trust me. All right, moving on, we got our high school drills. We have partner passing, football catch, sideline out of bounds seal, taking a charge, running hook shots, and then hook series with D. All right. Taking a charge is huge. Make sure that you meet them on the outside of the key when they start to drive. The best way to meet them on the outside of the key when they start to drive. Let me go back to my scene right here. All right. If they the way that if this guy right here drives baseline, he goes to the basket. Right now, if you start reacting, it's too late. He'll dunk on you. All right. You have to start reacting right now. You're not even sure if he's going to pass him. This guy might be able to get back in front of him, but you still take that first step. And as he goes further, you still take another step. You want to meet him right here as your goal. All right, so he's nowhere near the best. So not even Vince Carter could jump over you and dunk on you. All right, so that's the thing. It's about the first step. Mainly with basketball, whoever has the quickest first step wins. So it's the reaction games that we play, like the hits tails game from half court, like the foot fire ball drop game, like the like anything that we do with it when there's reaction timing involved. We do it for this kind of stuff right here. So you can react defensively, so you can react for rebounds, react for loose balls, react offensively. All right. And you can, if you're thinking faster than everyone else, then you're gonna accomplish things. And as for help side and taking charges, it starts right now. As soon as he crosses the 3-point line, if he gets back in front of him even and he turns him, and you didn't move at all and you just stayed here, even though he didn't need you, I'm mad at you. All right, you got to go for that bluff. And if he's going to be dribbling the ball right now with the ball on the ground with the guy next to him, and the ball's on the ground and you're moving over here and he slices this pass right there, then you're dealing with freaking LeBron James. Don't worry about it, okay? It's not going to happen, all right? So you can overreact to every drive so that when he does drive, you're over here and then we have a cover down, then we have a replace right there, all right? So overreact to everyone driving past the 3-point line and know that when people drive, people sell out. People just go. They don't go then retreat dribble. They don't go jump stop and then pass out. All right, usually. All right, but even if they do pass back out, we have rotations for that. All right, so take care of the layup because if they're getting straight layups to the basket, we're doing nothing. All right, that's like the bottom level of defense right there. All right, finishing up, we got all those things, and now we have the Hall of Famer. This guy right here, Ben Wallace, he's making the Hall of Fame this weekend. I know I talked about all of them last time, but this guy's special. This guy's special mainly because he was undrafted. He went undrafted. And for all of you guys out there, I mean, if you do make the NBA, it's probably going to be undrafted. You're probably not going to get signed by the biggest school in D1. You might have to walk on or whatever it is, right? And if you're that dude and you have that kind of guts and spirit, I mean, you are a special human being. He's probably the most special Hall of Famer out of everyone, basically, okay? I mean, he was kind of a freak in every regard, but still, to be undrafted, that is amazing, okay? His career is like an awesome career. All right, all of his rebounds that he got, block shots, all his player of the years that he got. I mean, this guy was a stud and a half. Won a championship with Detroit by beating my Lakers. All right, this guy was a stud. All right, and all the things that he did on the court, they're right here. Only 5.7 points per game. That's all he averaged, right? All right, and 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, 4-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, 6-time All-Defensive Team, 2004 NBA champ from being undrafted. So great job to Ben Wallace. Congratulations. Ben, if you're watching this show, man, congrats, dude. Congrats, Ben. You watching? You out there, Ben Wallace? I'm sure you are. All right, you guys. Anyway, that's my time. Don't forget that the quote of the day is to reach for the stars. All right, no matter where your draft pick level status is. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll see you guys tomorrow if you're going to show up in the morning or in the evening. All right, cue my music and I'm out. Peace, everybody.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me.